Yo, what's up guys? Steel Vigo here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're doing a bit of a review. Yes, we're doing a review of Spider-Biter Billie, the zombie baby, new for 2019. Well, he was new as of 2019, I should say. And he's being sold again for this year, for 2020. One of the most common ones you'll find. One of my favorites in recent years. I was never super huge on the zombie babies, but I always kind of wanted my own. I felt like it was something that every hunter should have at least one, because they're fun. You know, they are a lot better in previous years, I would have to say. But, you know, this one is very nice, and I really do like this one compared to some of the more bland ones. This one has a neat little gimmick, and you know, I'm not a big fan of gimmicks all the time, but, you know, sometimes I'll fall for a gimmick here and there, and I do like this one. I like the design. They took a simple-looking zombie baby, and they made it interesting. And, so you can see the tag, zombie babies, Spider-Biter Billie. I'm going to cut this off after this review, or in between, but, so it's basically a zombie in a sitting position, with blue clothes, and he's eating spiders. There's spiders all over him. It looks creepy. It looks disgusting. And what I like about this is this could really happen. I was kind of talking to my dad about this. We had a weird conversation. And basically, it is very possible babies will put anything in their mouth. And it's very possible that babies could eat spiders. So, you know, this one is pretty rooted and realistic. So even if you, you know, if you didn't want to acknowledge him as a zombie, still works. I do like his eyes. Mine did come with a small chip in his eyes, and I could have returned him. We had it shipped. It was shipped here versus just buying one. So yeah, you can see that little chip there, but, you know, it's alright. I don't really care. It gives him a little character. Could just be how his eye is. You know, some people have kind of like that. Plus, his eyes already look a little bit different than normal people's eyes, and I really do like it. Even though it is pretty cheap, it's just kind of glass, and it's like a sticker for the iris, I guess is what that's called. But he does have a lot of nice detail and kind of the way the colors go in the mouth, in the eyes, and the mouth. Other than that, he does look a little bit plain, but it's about the spiders. And he does have some kind of cool looking veins that go through the head, which look really nice. I'll give you a back view real quick, which is pretty plain. One of the minor complaints I have about this is how these rips weren't painted the best. Like, it didn't look like they put a lot of effort into how they painted that. As you can see, they're not in the lines, and they aren't painted very well. I could repaint that if I wanted to, but I don't think it's a big deal. But just something to point out if that's a big deal to you. The detailing on the back is really nice, too. You've got these kind of folds in here, and I hope my camera's capturing that. It's got some nice folds, and you can see where the shirt is separate from the pants. And all of these little holes and rips in his clothes aren't painted the best. Just keep in mind. It's going to vary from each one you get, so if you can go into a store, I would recommend you look and you pick the one that looks in best shape or the one that fits your preferences. They're all going to be slightly different. If I'd went into a store, I wouldn't have picked one with a crack, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. That's just something to be wary of when you're doing it online. The feet look nice and the hands look good. Nothing really too big to say there. They are pretty nice. I've had this one for a year. Kind of kept him in my room, had him in my hunt. He hasn't been in the most rugged conditions or anything like that, but just something to note, he is durable if you're taking care of him. You just are, you know, not, you know, bringing him out occasionally. My room does get pretty hot, and he's held up fine. So, if that's something to note, he will be okay. I don't know how to prevent dry rotting. I don't know if this one will. I may update you if mine ever does. But, you know, that's how it is. The toes are pretty well detailed, as you can see. They have a bit of a pink tint to them. I don't know if that's just mine or if that's how it is. But they are a little bit squishier than any of the other parts, but that's because they aren't filled as much as the inside of this is. So it is a little soft, and you can tell that this was attached separately, like the arms and I guess maybe the legs. So just be careful. This, if any part was to rip, it'd probably be the arm. But if you're careful, you won't have to worry about it. Now the important part is the spiders. The spiders are a nice touch. They're kind of like a kind of a plastic-ish, and none of mine have broken or none of them have fallen off. But keep in mind, these are only being held on by just a little bit of glue. I can't really show you guys because I can't really get a good angle. But yeah, just a tiny bit of glue. So keep that in mind when you're making your purchase. Last year this was like $39.99, $40. This year it's being sold for $42.99, so $43. And it is a little bit more on the expensive side, so keep that in mind when you are purchasing it, if it's worth it to you. Like I said, the spiders are fine. If you put too much pressure on them, they'll definitely break. And if you pull too hard at all, they will rip. But if you know what you're getting and you think that's okay, that's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about that. But just know these aren't fixed on all that well. If you aren't storing them in if you aren't storing them with something else that can catch on the spiders and pull them off, you'll be fine. So basically, word of warning, don't stick it on anything where the spiders might catch on anything, because they might pull off. I really do like this spider in his mouth. I think that's a nice touch. I thought they were his teeth, and they are actually, but there is one spider that's actually crawling in his mouth. That looks pretty cool. And the teeth design is okay. They are black, which does look a little bit odd because the spiders are black. But I guess it's simpler that way. I don't really care. It kind of just makes it look like maybe there's more spiders in his mouth or whatever. Not a big deal in my opinion. And I do like that the majority of the spiders are on his head and hands. They probably could have put a few more kind of throughout his body. Let me take this off. Okay, guys, I took the tag off, and I just wanted to point out something funny. It says, "Don't eat that SDN." I don't know what the SDN stands for, but, I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, I think there could have been a few more spiders here and there, but it's not a big deal. I think the placement of the spiders is pretty good. It looks really creepy. If anything, I would have more spiders on his hand versus his arm, but it looks gross. If you have a phobia of spiders, or somebody comes here on as a phobia of spiders, this will definitely gross them out, and it's definitely a very, very good zombie baby to have, in my opinion. This was made by Crazy Create, and Crazy Create has been making a lot of good products this year and last year. So, like I said, I really do like this zombie baby a lot, and I think it's really cool. I think it's definitely worth the $40 you will spend on this to get it. And with that 20% coupon, you can get it a little cheaper, I believe, if I think the coupon allows that. Because it's cool. It's a cool set piece you'll want to have. If you have a spider theme, this is a must-have. If you have a baby theme, like if you have like demonic babies, this is also another great prop to have. I would highly recommend getting this prop, this zombie baby. It's one of my favorites that they've had. Especially in recent years, this is probably the best one you can get. So yeah, I probably talked long enough, but yeah, basically the quality is good, other than the spiders, but the spider quality is acceptable. It's just not great. It's not like awesome. The paint job is all right for the most part. It works. It doesn't look, the parts where it comes up a little short aren't too distracting, and it is definitely a cool set piece. It's both cute and scary. So, yeah, I don't really have like a rating scale, but like I said, I would highly recommend this. If you really like this item, definitely get it. If you're on the fence, I would recommend getting it, but I guess if I had to give it like a ranking, I would give it like a 4 out of 5. Just because of the very, very tiny little details that I would have preferred some things differently, but definitely, like I said, I bought it. I really like it. I guess that concludes this review. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I'm willing to answer any questions you might have about this product, or like my opinion on this product. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Happy October 7th. Bye.